What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the new camera setup. I have no idea what's on the screen right now, so that's going to take some getting used to. For the camera nerds, this is my new Sony a7S II with the 16-35 2.8. So, you know, give me a little bit to get used to this thing. If I have some wacky ass shots in here, it's going to take a bit of learning because I'll have to go back and see how stuff actually looks in the finished product so that I can tweak the way I'm filming. But should be pretty amazing. So let's see what kind of B-roll I can get on this thing. So hopefully some of that looks sweet. It's definitely going to be quite a learning curve. I'm sure Francis is scrapping a lot of that footage, but hopefully some good stuff. Definitely such an awesome camera once I know how to use this thing. Right now I'm actually going to try to shoot an Instagram story ad for my personal Instagram. I want to do that to grow my Instagram, but really to be able to point more people to YouTube. So I'm going to give that a shot right now and see if it turns into anything. They can see my thought process of not knowing what to say. I've done 7 figures in sales on Amazon the past 2 years in a row. Check out how I do it. Tap up here to follow me on Instagram and you'll see my YouTube as well. I think that was perfect. So I literally just did that in one take just to throw it up and see how it's done. I guess the thing to take away is maybe don't overthink things. I just like try to figure it out in like one quick little second, throw it together, see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna throw that up, probably throw a few bucks at it and see if I can grow Instagram to grow YouTube. So you just saw the behind the scenes of me making it. That literally took a minute. I just sat there, thought about it, and hit the record, literally one take. I'm not a natural on the camera, you know, like I've just started to figure this stuff out with YouTube recently, but you know, you just gotta do some shit and make it work. This lens shows everything now I have to clean up. It's so wide. What are you making?
Paleo pancakes.
Oh yeah.
It's these guys.
This is our dead plant. Please send help. We don't know what we're doing. Cool, so we're back inside. First time in my usual sort of spot where I do a lot of my vlogs. I feel like you guys are seeing this place for the first time now that it's so much more wide and you can actually see everything. I've had some people like ask for like an apartment tour or like how much are you paying for rent and like those types of things. So let me know in the comments if you're actually interested in that type of stuff. I mean, you're basically seeing it, but yeah, I mean, let me know. Also, just let me know how you like this like wider format. One thing that's really nice for me is like I'm just holding the camera in my hand right now. I'm not even using the GorillaPod on the table over there because it's so wide. I don't have to hold it like at like this is with my arm extended. I don't even have to do that. I'm just holding it kind of in front of my face, and hopefully I'm not chopping off my head and stuff like I used to, because it used to be so close, and now I can just, it's a lot. I think it's gonna be a lot better. Hopefully this turns out actually looking good. Oh, one thought I had is that in case anybody was wondering why I didn't do swipe up to my YouTube for that Instagram ad that I just shot, my thinking behind that is because when you do swipe up to your Instagram profile or to your YouTube, the user is not logged in. And that was a holdup for me about how to shoot that. Because yeah, I mean, nobody's gonna swipe up to a YouTube and then they're not logged in because you're looking at it through the Instagram browser. So my thought was to click up here to my profile, follow me on Instagram, and then you'll see my YouTube stories and you'll see my link in my bio and stuff like that. Let me know if anybody sort of knows a workaround to have swipe up to like a YouTube or Instagram. I know you can like say do it to a landing page, click to YouTube, and then it would open in the app. But yeah, even for Instagram, it's weird because it's like not native, because you're now viewing Instagram through the Instagram browser rather than just like on Instagram. So let me know if anybody has any other thoughts, but that's the reasoning behind why I did it that way. So let me know what you thought about that. Oh, and last thing on the new camera before I bore all of you guys to death who don't care about the camera stuff. One complaint that I would see relatively frequently in the comments would be about the jitters with my other camera. And with this wider angle and just with the Sony technology, I guess, this should be a lot smoother. I mean, this is just handheld, literally camera in my hand, not even on the GorillaPod. So let me know how it's looking in terms of the jitters. It's a little bit heavier, so my arm's gonna need to get a workout to get used to this, but still should be way smoother because it's more zoomed out, it's amplifying the jitters less. So that, hopefully this fixes that problem to that extent, because I don't want to be dealing with a gimbal and all of that. It's just too complicated. This is kind of hilarious and Amazon related. A supplier sent me these Chinese forks at one point. So to make today's video valuable, I want to talk about this concept that has kind of popped into my head over the last few days, and I think it's really important. Something I've personally experienced since like doing this YouTube channel and putting myself out there more and like showing my successes is that there's this sort of this like false perception of that, like we as viewers think entrepreneurs are just killing it 24/7 in every aspect of everything they ever do. Like I feel that way about Gary Vee or Tim Ferriss or Grant Cardone, and I see a lot of you guys that feel that way about me. They just think everything is perfectly in order and I'm organized 24/7 and every minute of every day is absolutely perfect. And I think the truth is very different, and I think it is even for much higher level entrepreneurs. I was talking with my friend Steve Creasy, who did $6.7 million in sales last year on Amazon, and he totally agreed with this as well. And it's that like look, you don't need to like, it's really just about making progress on some core important things. Like you might be trying to do 50 things, drop the ball on 45 of them and still make progress on 5 of them, and then from the outside world it looks like you're absolutely killing it. That's the way that I feel, because I hold myself to really high standards. So I feel like no matter what, I'm always dropping the ball and not getting as much done as I think I possibly could. But then to you guys or to a lot of other people, it's like super impressive and all of that. So you have to realize is that like at any level, you're never gonna be able to like really feel like you're 100% doing everything you possibly could. And if you are, then wow, I'm impressed by you. But from my experience and people that I talk to as well, is it's like you really, the important thing is that you're actually doing some stuff. Like you have to actually do some things, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, don't freak out about optimization and all of that stuff to such an extreme extent, especially at the beginning, right? Like you got to just get some stuff going and make some progress and, you know, start getting it together. Like that story ad, I could have, you know, just thought about doing that, but I just did it. Or, you know, you could think about keyword optimization, or you could think about like actually launching your product and building out a brand and a product line. I promise you there's way more ROI in products than all of these like little nitty-gritty details, right? Like just think about your product and your brand and getting more out there, and it's gonna be more ROI than anything else you could do. All right guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up there. Let me know what you thought of this new setup. Drop a comment, ask me your questions. I'm always trying to reply to as many as I possibly can. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell. There's so much more coming. Go check out the previous videos. As I always say, I'm showing everything I've done to get from 0 in the beginning to a 7-figure business, and I'm also documenting what I'm doing as I'm growing as an entrepreneur. So it's a good time here. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is Mateo. He's 25.
We wouldn't be, wait.
I know.
We wouldn't be using audio from this because
no,
this
I
would be
know.
super
I'm not. I'm just doing this so you act normal.
Yeah.
He's 25. He's an entrepreneur. He has a man crush on Steve.